was watching somebody's YouTube video a while ago, and their sundries kit was so big, so heavy. She was out for 24 hours. She packed about 3 days of clothes and a sundries kit you wouldn't believe. This could be quite a simple sundries kit, and it's not a bad size. That would easily fit in a camping style of backpack. However, a trekker, that would be big. I'd be looking at everything fitting from that into that, and we need to see what's inside that and how to condense it. The kind of equipment we're talking about in these is going to be fire making equipment, your first aid, your ablutions and things like that. Let's have a look in this camping style. Hello. First of all, a fire making kit. It's great as a survivalist to have a good fire making kit. It's very, very basic, works the best. Keep it simple. The illumination will come from something like this as a survivalist. We don't need anything like that as a trekker. I've got spare batteries there for that. Well, your ablutions kit is going to obviously be a towel, your toothpaste, toothbrush, whatever you deem you want. And that is just a standard army issue face towel. That's about the size of it, and you can wrap all your stuff in. And of course a first aid kit purchased off the shelf. I haven't added to it, I haven't subtracted from it. That is how you get them. So all in all, I have ablutions, illumination, first aid, fire kit. That's how big it all is, and a bag to put it in. To put into comparison, it is very similar to a first aid pack that you get off the shelf. It's that kind of size. So let's put that away and open up what we have here. First thing I put into my sundries kit is a little bit of cord. It's always going to come in handy somewhere. It doesn't have to be high spec, although I wish this one was. Even if I only use it like a belt, if my trouser belt snapped, which has happened on a couple of occasions, and I always wished I had a little bit of cord. The first aid is in here also, and that is it. These are the exact components from a store purchased first aid like we saw in the original, and all it has is some band-aids, some cheap tape, a bandage, swabs and gloves. It's so basic, but it's ideal for the trekker, just if you get a small cut or blisters. We're not building a trauma kit like a survival pack. That would be a trauma kit. This is a store purchase first aid, which has been vacuum sealed, exact same components. Next, the ablutions kit. It's not the big green towel, but instead it's a microfiber towel, microfiber flannel almost, but it's so absorbent I don't need such a big towel. Now of course you could use baby wipes to wash down with, but that actually takes up more room than this, because I also want to include toothpaste. I've broken off the handle just so it fits into this, toothbrush, and the soap here in the specimen jar. oddly enough, is for washing my clothing. Again, a baby wipe. You can't really wash out your underwear, and that's as basic as my ablutions needs to be. A fire making kit here is going to be a ferrocerium rod. Now I'm using a knife sharpener. Obviously the knife sharpener doubles up as a knife sharpener, the ferrocerium rod, and these are just cotton wool soaked in petroleum jelly. I need to rebag some of these because these have come loose, and I have about maybe 6 or 7 in there, so 6 or 7 fires, 1 fire a day. I can have a week's worth of fire starting right there. Now that is what we saw basically in the other one. We had first aid, a fire making kit, an ablutions kit. I threw the string in, and illumination. Now this is my survival bag. I have illumination in the form of a much smaller little torch like that, and obviously I need spare batteries, and these are AAA's, so the size of torch I have is AAA. A tiny little knife, which is all I need for the jobs I'm going to have on a track. Believe me, it's plenty. I have the ability to sterilise water with the Oasis purification tablets, 6 of. Another thing trackers tend to leave out are your toenail clippers. There's nothing worse than having your toenails push up against your trail runner or your boots. It's painful. I've seen a lot of injuries just by not having them in, and you can see the whole lot doesn't take up much room. Obviously a bit of duct tape there on a credit card, and that's all I need. Now that actually makes a good band-aid as well, a good plaster for your injuries. And all this is housed in something the size of this, exactly the same size as the first aid pack you'd get off the shelf. So a first aid kit which has been vacuum sealed, an ablutions kit, a survival kit, fire making kit, and a little hanker cord. Now this again isn't all about survival. This is for the trekker, so I'm not going to have a fishing kit or rabbit snares or anything like that, or even a trauma kit. This is the bare basic you're going to need, and this could be an auxiliary backup if that's the way you're thinking. But for a trekker, where every gram is counted, this is all you're going to need. Well, get it small, get it condensed, get it in your pack. Until next time, thanks for joining me.